So this is a MacBook, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at 10 useful tips and tricks that you may or may not know of. Tip number 1 is going to be screenshot shortcuts. So holding Command Shift 3 will screenshot the whole screen for you, and you can click down here, preview it, edit it, add text, etc. And then you can delete it and press done. Once you save it, it should default save to your desktop. So saved right there now. And if we do Command Shift 4, it brings up this cursor, which I don't know if you can see on the screen. Now what this cursor does, it allows me to select a specific part of the screen that I want. So if I just want, say, a screenshot of this, I'll select it, and then as you can see the screenshot is just selected. Then this works well for if you've got a specific part of a web page or a specific part of a document that you want to screenshot. You can just select it and then have that, and again you can save it, edit it, and delete it, whatever you want to do. And then also what you can do, Command Shift 4 brings you the selection screen. But if you have, for example, say you have we've got Safari open and Excel open. Let's say we've got these three open. If you press Command Shift 4 and then space, then you can select a specific app to take a screenshot of just that app, what's on there. So if I select, say, right at the back of the App Store and I click it, the whole screenshot is just of the App Store. So pretty useful shortcuts for that one. What else you can do on Macs is you've got native screen recording abilities using the QuickTime player. So for this one, if we press Command Shift 5, you'll see you get this little taskbar down here. The first three are just for screenshots, so that's the shortcuts I just showed you. So capture entire screen, selected window, or selected portion. The other two here is record entire screen, so you can record your entire screen on your MacBook, and it's good for tutorials and stuff like that. Or if you want, say you've got important stuff on the left hand side of your MacBook and you want to just record the right hand side, you can press record selected portion and then resize the window to what you need it to be. Press record, and then that will start recording, and then up in the top here you can stop the recording, and then it will save directly to your desktop, I believe. This is my first MacBook I've ever had, and one thing that I was getting very curious about is when I would have a mouse connected to it. I know you can have left click, right click. The touchpad is just one single piece of, or just one slate. And I was wondering, how do I go about, I'm trying to find images online to save, but I couldn't find out how you do right click because you don't have individual buttons here, it's just one button. And then I was told that you can actually use two fingers, tap on the screen, and you get your right click options. And this works for not just on web pages, it works for your desktop, works for all different scenarios. So just two fingers on the touchpad and you get your right click options. Have you ever had so much stuff on your desktop that you can't find where your cursor is? Well, built into the Mac system is if you move your cursor very quickly left and right, you can see it gets so much bigger for you to see. So if it's lost in the corner somewhere and you don't know where it is, you can just move your cursor left and right and you'll see that the cursor enlarges a lot. Now this tip isn't so useful for me because I can't remember the last time I've actually switched my MacBook off. Probably when it needed to do an update. Otherwise I just close the lid and it goes in standby mode because it's so good. But apparently if your MacBook's off and you want to boot it up silently, all you have to do is hold the mute key and boot up, and it shouldn't make any noise while booting up. I haven't experienced this that much, but on Windows I did, when there are the applications that just freeze and you just want to find a way to force close them. On Windows it would be Control Alt Delete. On Macs it's actually Command Option Escape, and you get force quit application properties here, so you can force quit any application that you choose to. If it's frozen or for whatever reason you can't close it the other way. Originally when I got this and I started typing, I thought that my caps lock key was broken, and apparently a lot of other people also thought this from the video I put out on the channel. If you hit the caps lock key very quickly, you see that it won't activate. This is apparently to avoid mistouches when you're typing. I know for me personally, when I'm typing, I tend to hit the caps lock key quickly to get capitals. Apparently Apple doesn't want you to do that. So what you have to do is hold it for a fraction of a second longer, and then it turns on every single time. So just a little bit longer and it turns on, whereas if you're pressing it vigorously like this, you will not turn on. So your caps lock key is not stuck, it's just a feature. Another useful thing on MacBooks is you can actually open up multiple desktops. So you don't have to have just one, and then you can have different applications on different desktops to kind of split up your workflow. So all you have to do is 4 fingers on the touchpad and swipe up, and you get this desktop here, and then you can just add one and add as many as you need. I'm not sure how many it goes to. I think you can add up to 10-12 desktops, but if you do need that many, it's very useful. You can just switch between them. If you've ever found yourself and you want to delete a file without having to send it to the trash can and then delete it from the trash can, all you have to do is press Command Option, find your file you want to delete, and then press Command Option, backspace, and that's going to bypass the trash can. It's going to delete it straight away. So you know how MacBooks don't have the delete key? Well, what you can do, if you want to delete normally backwards, obviously you just press backspace. However, if you want to delete in front of the text indicator, you hold FN and then you press backspace, and it will delete everything in front of it, just like the delete key normally would. If you want to delete the whole thing, you just hold Command and then backspace, and it will delete everything behind the text. Thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips do help you. There's a few in here that I didn't even know about, but they've become very useful. And if you want to see more content like this, remember to hit that subscribe button below. Hit the notification bell to be notified of new content once it's released. And then like the video as it does get pushed out to more people. And I will catch you guys on the next video.